British Airways flights from the Rock have gone up to an average of 11 per week. EasyJet recently announced the return of flights from Gatwick, Manchester and Bristol, bringing the average total of weekly flights from Gibraltar to the UK to 25. A huge contrast to the 4 weekly Lifeline flights BA was operating during lockdown. The Foreign and Commonwealth Office is advising against all non-essential travel to Spain, including the Balearic and Canary Islands, following the UK's unexpected decision to introduce a 14-day quarantine for people who've been in Spain. Some of those flying from Gibraltar would find themselves in a sticky situation. They have to avoid Spain for 14 days before flying or isolate for 2 weeks upon arrival. Will you have to quarantine when you head back to the UK?
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Fine.
Yeah?
Absolutely fine.
You're cool with it?
Yeah.
And what do you think of the UK government's decision to implement that quarantine more generally?
I think it's foolhardy.
Yeah?
Yeah, because, I mean, it's in Barcelona, it's not here, is it? It's not in Andalusia.
Will you have to quarantine when you head back to the UK today?
Yes.
Yeah? How do you feel about that?
It's okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Has the new quarantine measures affected your travel plans at all?
No, not really. I'm only going for a few days and I should quarantine the time I'm there. So, yeah, no, it hasn't.
Okay. What do you think more generally of the decision to implement that quarantine on all of Spain?
I think on all of Spain seemed a bit rash and it seemed a bit rushed as well.
That seems very illogical because the death rate in the UK is actually higher than here.
We have seen a number of people crossing the border from Spain into Gibraltar to catch a flight this morning. Not everybody's wanted to speak to us on camera. However, everybody has told us that they will have to quarantine once they arrive in the UK. And though not best pleased about it, everybody's been rather accepting of the reality of the situation.
I was gonna go to Gibraltar, but I was gonna go via Malaga. So I had to cancel the whole trip and wait for a couple of weeks and reschedule and go via London and directly here.
But I live and work in Gibraltar and I've purposefully not gone into Spain over the last 14 days so I don't have to quarantine when I go back.
But we probably would have gone to Spain normally.
And you avoided it due
Yeah.
to the rule?
No? Makes it a lot easier.
What do you think of that rule being put in place in the first place? Do you agree with it? Is it something you're not sure?
I think it should be much more specific to particular cities and places. To do the whole of Spain, Andalusia, the Canary Islands has a lower rate of infection than the United Kingdom. It makes absolutely no epidemiological sense.
Yeah, obviously I won't be able to go to work when I arrive back to the UK, so I'll have to take unpaid leave for 2 weeks.
And how are you feeling about that?
So frustrating.
Yes, I will.
Right, and how do you feel about that?
Not too happy, but it's got to be done, isn't it?
And that's just it. The stakes are still high, and when they are, collective responsibility in combating COVID-19 does seem to kick in.